welcome back. Has your For You page been consumed by videos of kids shopping for expensive, extensive skincare lately? Well, thanks to a viral TikTok trend, we're seeing children as young as 10 becoming obsessed with anti-aging products and beauty hauls.
I know, and hear what parents need to know about children who are too young for skincare is dermatologist Dr. Renee Beach. Welcome back to the show. Can you start by talking, is this all just coming from social media and TikTok?
I'd have to blame this one on TikTok. I think the constant barrage of get ready with me and the latest skincare hacks and product beauty hauls, I think they've permeated that younger demographic, our tween kids, and you know, they go to these big box beauty stores and they think that they need to buy everything and anything on the shelves.
So what's the age where starting a skincare routine would be considered reasonable?
I think the age of 10 to 12 years old. So that tween age range is reasonable, but we have to make sure that they're not constantly flipping through products and that they're also making sure that they're using what they have and not trying to haul everything and get a barrage of skincare.
Because that could really, I imagine, like add more problems to their skin than
Absolutely.
less.
So you can get dryness and skin irritation, eczema, and you can even get milia, these little white balls around the eyes from using products that are just too heavy for one's formulated, for one skin type.
Wow, okay, so what are the best types of products for tweens? Like, and what would a skincare routine look like? You hear about these like multi-step programs.
So a skincare routine for a tween is cleanse in the morning and then use sunscreen. And that's it. That's your morning routine. And then in the evening, cleanse again and use a moisturizer. Okay. So it's very simple.
It's very straightforward when you frame it like that.
Yeah.
Something that's not straightforward is retinol. So there's an influx of kids wanting to start using retinol. Can damage be done to the skin by starting that early?
So retinol is a derivative of vitamin A. And what it's designed to do is to treat fine lines, wrinkles, skin imperfections. Now, show me an 11-year-old who has wrinkles, because I don't know them. Now, what the problem with using retinol when you don't need it is that it can dry the skin, which decreases the oil, and then the skin gets flaky, it gets eczema, and you get that tight feeling when you're trying to talk or laugh. And so now, instead of using a product that's meant to help the skin, it makes the skin irritated. And in fact, I don't even know why it would be marketed to an 11-year-old or that tween age range.
Well, I think some of them are thinking it's quote unquote preventative, which is crazy to think that kids would even be thinking about that at that age.
11-year-old has that beefy collagen, that dewy glow that we all want. They certainly do not require a retinoid. Now, it's different if they've been prescribed medication for acne. So if they have, for example, a retinoid that they've been asked to use about 3 nights a week, and that's reasonable to use as it's prescribed and to expect improvement from acne over about a 3-month period.
Okay, so what are some other ingredients that tweens and teens should be staying away from?
Absolutely, but let's talk about what they could use. So they can use 1% salicylic acid, whether that's in a cleanser or a leave-on product form, and that's very reasonable for oily or acne-prone skin. They can use 2.5% benzoyl peroxide, provided it's being kept at room temperature for stability, and again, that helps acne-prone skin. Where kids and teens and tweens get into trouble is they want a quick fix. So instead of using a milder agent, they're using something like 10% benzoyl peroxide or hydrogen peroxide. And what that's actually going to lead to is a chemical burn on the skin.
Wow. So are there ingredients that we should be, that's the ones we should be staying away from? No.
In high concentrations, yes, and or not supervised.
Got it.
So using something that you saw somebody on, TikTok or another platform use and thinking that it works for your skin type.
Got it.
So let's talk about the word clean. If a product is labeled clean, would it change your... No, what I was gonna ask was, would it change your mind in terms of allowing a child to use it prematurely? My guess is the answer is no.
Thanks. Okay, so if you asked a cosmetic chemist, what does clean mean? They'd say, oh, so you wiped the bottle with Lysol before you used it, right? Clean is a beautiful marketing term, and it's done very well, but clean doesn't mean anything. For me as a dermatologist, what I wanna know is what are the actives and in what concentration are those actives? I wanna make sure that the product is free of certain things. So it's free of dyes, or it's free of fragrances and scent agents, and it can have preservatives. That's okay, but they should be minimized. So we're being savvy, we're turning around the product, we're looking at the back where there's the ingredient list, as opposed to just focusing on some grand claim on the front of the product.
Got it. So, okay, I think many people in the audience were tweens and teens once, and remember that, you know, it does come up that sometimes you might have acne related to hormones or whatever. What are some things that you can do that parents can turn to when their child might be experiencing something like this?
Hormonal acne is real. There's definitely a spike in androgens when kids hit their adolescent years. You get more oily, you do get acne. It's a time when you are okay to start off with something over the counter if you're following the instructions, but you do want to seek medical help, whether it's your primary care or your dermatologist, and be aware that a lot of the treatments do take 3 months to show improvement. Another thing is be wary and avoid sharing products. So when we're sharing products, we're introducing bacteria. If we're sharing a lip product, for example, we're at risk for exposure to viruses, as well as just using something that you assume that your friend has the same skin type, and you can't necessarily tolerate the same product.
Okay, so Dr. Renee, just to end, like, how do you recommend that we talk to our children, you know, about skincare and just like remaining confident in the way that they look?
You know what? We have to exemplify it. We lead by example.
Yeah.
So if we are inconsistent with our skincare routine, or if we have a barrage of products, what are we saying to them? And it's saying things that are virtuous and character building, as opposed to being outward facing. And please, if I can say one thing, everybody, throw out your magnifying mirror. Throw them away, because magnifying mirrors, hot tip. I hate those things. Magnifying mirrors, what they do is they highlight and they magnify imperfections that do not exist or cannot be seen with the naked eye. So throw those away, and that's half the battle.
I'm going to still retain mine just for the wayward hairs that pop up overnight, just to kind of get those. But anyway, point taken, point taken.
I get that. Dr. Renee, thank you so much. This was awesome.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.